home right now in the middle of the night. And how we do. I just listened to that Drake diss. I got a couple things to say. Just go wait for a couple more people to get up in here. You know what I mean? This dude's about to cross the street real quick. I'm gonna let him go. Yeah, you go. It's cool. I'm not no rush across the street. Um, yeah, I think if the information is true, what Drake's saying in the song, and I have to always say this, allegedly. So if the information is true, what they're saying in the Drake song, that he does not have a daughter, and they force fed him information, and he ran to the studio, Kendrick, I'm talking about, to drop a diss song immediately on Drake, then then I can't give the victory to Kendrick Lamar. I'm walking home right now. I'm in Yaden. You know what I mean? It's like I'm like right next to Philly. Yo, this is like Philadelphia. This is like Delaware County, Philadelphia, 8 Mile. Right down the street is Philadelphia. That's the police station. I'm not trying to go there. You got the famous clock tower and shit. Man, I wish I would have known you would have jumped in. I would have sent you an invite. I didn't do that. This is just a single John. I didn't know. But yeah, no, I'm just saying. I just listened to Drake just dropped a new diss on YouTube, and I went and I listened to it, and he said that he fed Kendrick Lamar false information about the daughter. He jumped in and ran with it, and then he started getting real personal, saying that allegedly, allegedly Kendrick put his hands on his girlfriend. I got the what should we call it? I got what should we call it? The Ultra Boost lights on, man, so they make me walk quick. But yeah, so I think they gave him false information. Yeah, yeah. And he hit. They saying allegedly he hit his girlfriend, and they've been separated for 6 months, and he's living a bachelor life in New York. Meanwhile, he's not taking care of his kids, so he's giving a false narrative that he's like a good, strong family man here with his kids, but he's not apparently. And he was saying that somebody in his house did something to him. I'm not going to say on here when he was a child, and that's why he's going after Drake with this Chomo stuff real hard because allegedly something happened to Kendrick. He made a song about it on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. If you listen to that album, you'll hear what he's talking about. But he made something like that. Something happened to him when he was younger. Let me put this on so you ain't got to hear these loud ass cars. That's better. So yeah, they said that happened, and then he was saying that yeah, the information is false. He doesn't have a daughter. He set him up basically. Sorry. Oh, I almost got hit by a fucking car. Oh man, we got 67 people up in here. I walked fast right there when I almost got ran over. That's why he got all his time on his hands. Yeah, he does. But to set him up like that, you know what I mean? And then he told him that, oh yeah, then he said that basically he just did what he did just to get Kendrick out and start rapping again because all the fans are pissed off that Kendrick doesn't do anything anymore. He only like releases an album every 4 years now. So by getting him to a rap battle was a way to get him to produce work. So apparently that's the reason why the battle's been happening, just to get Kendrick to come out more. And to me, I don't know if they're in cahoots together, but you know, that's why they got, yeah. I don't know if they're in cahoots together, but you know what I mean? The way they've been dropping. And now it's like strategic. Everybody's dropping a song at nighttime. I mean, Kendrick is probably bound to drop another song. Like, and if the information is fake, and Kendrick had a song ready, he's got to take that song back. Now he's got to do a brand new song. He can't just leave that song out there because it's the wrong information. You know what I'm saying? So now, if it is the wrong information, oh shit, that's kind of cool. It's a barbershop chair. It's the bottom of one. I would have taken that bitch home. Yeah, he gave up the booty, so you don't have to work. Yeah, I mean maybe that's what they saying though. So yeah, it's just he's just saying that he's a preacher preaching a message that doesn't match up to him in reality, and I think that goes for every rapper. You know, a lot of people have to sell you a fantasy. That's how you buy the record. You think Jay Z's out there selling all this and that? I mean, he might have something to do with human trafficking, allegedly. We got to do a compilation where I just keep saying that, allegedly. You know what I mean? Yeah, but there might be something with Jay Z. But either way, I don't know. I'm happy to have Kendrick and Drake going back and forth. I think it makes hip hop better. Everybody's like, I don't want to hear them battle anymore. You know, most of these people who say they don't want to hear nobody battle, they get asked, yo, who do you think's the top 10 rappers? Who's in the top 10 of all rappers? You know what I'm saying? If you asking who's top 10, that means you making it a competition. Already, if you're saying who's top 10, who's number one, who's this, it's a competition. So if you're gonna make it a competition, keep it a competition. That's what hip hop is. People forget that shit. It ain't that lovey dovey shit. Sometimes you gotta go at each other. That's what sells records. That's why hip hop was so big in the 90s. People forget that shit. Everybody acts like, oh, it was just better back then. No, everybody was talking shit. Everybody was having fights. Everybody was going to war in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's throwing darts, man. Everybody's fighting in the 90s. And now, everybody wants to be all buddy buddy and shit. That's why you drop 40% in sales. You know what I'm saying? You ain't able to sell if everybody's friends, but if there's controversy, why do people buy the Inquirer? Drama. Why do people buy the soap opera? Why do people watch soap operas? Drama. Why do people buy any magazine basically or the newspaper? Drama. You want to know about gossip bullshit? That's what it's about, yo. That's what hip hop is too. We tell information a different way. We telling you a story with beats. You know what I'm saying? That's what hip hop is. We telling you a different story with beats, allegedly. But that's what they do it though. They tell you different stories. In order to tell you that story, there's going to be some kind of drama, some kind of controversy that comes from the story. Otherwise, you're not going to be involved in the story. Why are you listening to the song? Why are you listening to this rap? You know what I mean? The only reason you're going to be doing that is because, oh, he's telling a story. I want to know what happened. You think all these stories are peaceful and happy and everybody's shaking hands? Fuck no. They talking about shooting each other, allegedly. They talk about doing all kinds of bad things. You know what I mean? And that's how you grow. I mean, you got to hear these stories. So, yeah, I think battle rap's important. We need to bring that back. We need to have more competitions because competition will bring out the best of us. Instead of like all these artists like getting hired because they look a certain way, or they got or they bought some fucking plays on SoundCloud, so people think they are actually bigger rapper than they really are. They just bought fucking views. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. So you don't know who's real, who's fake. So I mean, that's what you call it. Champtown was talking about that shit tonight. Nobody knows who's real on the Hood Smokers. So that's the problem. When you don't know who's real, who's fake, you just going by shit. And everybody's friends. I'm not feeling that. Y'all got to have some battles. I'm happy Kendrick went at Drake. And even if the intel was wrong, the song was amazing. You know what I mean? The two songs before that, a little lackadaisical. But the last Kendrick Lamar song I thought was fire. And I thought this song kind of started out like a love song, like everybody was saying. But I think because he based it on The Heart, like The Heart is a series that Kendrick Lamar used to do that I used to really love. A couple of the Heart songs are really dope, actually. Like the first two, they used to play. One was with like this group called Flying Lotus. I don't know if you heard of them. That was a Heart song, and that song was incredible. You know what I mean? And it pushes out the mumble rap shit. That's what I'm saying. So if you don't have the competition, you're gonna have mumble rappers. You know what I mean? No more prescription trophies. What does that say? Participation trophies. You're absolutely right. I'm walking. Sorry, I didn't read that right. But yeah, you know what I mean? You can't be giving out awards for people not doing shit. You gotta earn that shit. And when it comes to hip hop, I love Eminem made it because he was a battle rapper. He would go at people. People knew who he was. Even though the last competition they said was rigged, he still got his name out there from the competition aspect. You think they're friends in battle raps? Huh? Like that shit is what it is, man. You gotta bring that shit back. So I understand everybody wants to be cool. People can be cool who they want to be cool with, but you ain't gotta be cool with fucking everybody. Like my father always told me, I can count my real friends on one hand. Everybody else in your life's an acquaintance. And if you keep it that way, you will have a great life. But if you think everybody's your friend, you gonna be just like Julius Caesar getting stabbed in the motherfucking back. Blah. Mark, you know what I'm saying? Mark Anthony style. That's how they do that shit. Some of your best friends will get you. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, so yeah, this is cool. I hope other rappers battle, and I hope somebody says something about J. Cole not being able to hold his own. I think J. Cole ran away. You know what I mean? J. Cole's supposed to be one of the best rappers, but he likes being Snapple. J. Cole Snapple. Like, what the fuck you talking about, Chester? I'll explain. There's Coke and there's Pepsi. Number one, number two. And what's below that? The third most popular drink? Snapple. Now, Snapple doesn't want to be number one. Snapple don't want to deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's J. Cole. J. Cole is Snapple. He likes being number three. You ain't got to be number one. If you're number three, you're still in the conversation. But if you have to be number one, that comes with some consequences. You got to fight people. You got to hold it. And you got to be the best. And if you're not, they just gonna walk all over you. You know what I'm saying? What's up, baby? I'm live right now. I spent almost all the money. I had to get cat food and I got some snacks. I got one thing of snacks. Yeah. I had to get cat food and stuff. Yeah. See, life's real, man. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I don't know. I think this battle brought hip hop back and people talking about hip hop again. And I think we need more of that. We need more people talking about hip hop as a whole. No problem. Yeah. You know how I do? You got a soda out there? All right, word. But yeah, I don't know. I was just going live for a minute. I'll stay on for a minute. I'm gonna have a cigarette real quick. That's a good episode of Hood Smokers tonight, I gotta say. Mm, yeah. What up? What that dude saying? You stole? Oh, that was Gary. That was a guy. He was actually a chomo, not allegedly. He was, and I found out after we moved out. That guy, he was a weirdo. He would play music and wake up my kids. I made it, and I made a diss song on him. That was that song, Bati Boy. He's the Bati Boy. He was Jamaican, so I made a song called Bati Boy. So when he would blast his music, waking up my kids, I would play a diss song back. So it would be me literally talking shit about him, not no fucking other song or somebody else singing about something else. This shit was personal. You waking up my kids, you know what I mean? I wanted to beat the shit out of that dude. My girl would never let me. And then when we moved out, the landlord, he wasn't paying the landlord and shit. So the landlord, he wouldn't help me the whole time. And then he wanted me to go to court against him. I wasn't trying to do that. And then I find out, he's like, yeah, he's a registered S offender. You know what I mean? And he doing all this crazy shit, and I got kids, yo. And then I find out after I leave, he's an S offender. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about Gary. How we found out about him. That's what I'm saying. We lived there for 2 years, and ain't nobody told us that shit. It's crazy. I've been doing these votes. I should have did that in the beginning of this one. I've been putting like polls in the beginning. Or in here, I can start a poll again. Yeah. Who's winning? Watch. Check this out. Drake. See? Check this out. Yeah, you can vote. I want everybody to vote. I put that shit up, and then you get people voting. It gives you engagement and stuff. But with Drake dropping the last jaunt, I kind of got to say the ball is in Kendrick's court. Now Kendrick got to either he got to either find out some real information that can end this man's career and end Drake forever, or they could sweep it under the rug and act like it never happened, and then make a song a couple years later like he did with Meek Mills. I don't know. You tell me. But I put a thing in the comments right below. Y'all can vote for who you want, Drake or Kendrick Lamar to win. Y'all pick. You can pick who you want, Drake or Kendrick. A lot of people are like, see, a lot of people in America and people like West Coast hip hop, everybody picking Kendrick because Kendrick is a crazy lyricist. Kendrick comes from that old school West Coast lineage, that old school hip hop tree that came all the way from like Easy E, Ice T, and shit, and all the way down to now. You know what I mean? And Drake, he is from Lil Wayne, but he's a Canadian, so he's not really even American. You know what I mean? So for that aspect, they looking at him like, well, you're not a real hip hop guy, you're Canadian, so he's trying to always prove himself. But for him to hold his own, if he's really writing this shit, I got to give it to Drake. Right now, I don't. I think it's a tie. I say it's a tie. If because Kendrick dropped 2 songs yesterday, so if Drake can drop another song right now, then he would be up two. He would be up to 0. Well, not 2-0, but he would be up. You know what I mean? Fuck that. We all got to get rid of all the gatekeepers. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. The gatekeepers, man, they holding everything up. Everybody's saying what it should be, what it is. That's why I had problems with, you know, that guy who shall not be. Fuck it, I said with Talib because he was trying to tell me I couldn't comment on his Instagram. He said, this is a black man's space. I was like, you don't own Instagram. It's for everybody. If I leave a post, anybody can comment. And that's how it works. I don't know what's going on over here. Some cars pulled up. Like it's my crib. You never know what's going to happen up here, you know what I mean? I was watching this right outside Philly. Shit does go down. Because somebody got, 2 people got unalived at the top of my street when I first moved here. It was like some birthday party. And I'm just waiting for them in the parking lot, man. So, things do happen. It's not like the Badlands where shit is just insane, man. But, that's crazy. Y'all got Drake winning right now because Drake did the last diss. You know, if I gotta say, the last song that Kendrick did lyrically was probably the best song out of all of them. Like not like us, but when it comes down to having the last verse and the right information, I gotta say Drake's leaning right now because he just put out the last shit. And if the information he's saying is true, that whole song was fake, then you know what I mean. It's not real. He winning. So I don't know. Somebody's getting an Uber over here. I don't know what's going on. I got grown dude in the car over here. That guy's flying. It was a good episode of Hood Smokers podcast. They had the guy Champtown on, and he's from Detroit, and I really liked that he was telling the story about the whole the paintball gun incident that was in 8 Mile. Then you see Eminem driving down the road shooting people with the paintball gun. That was really Champtown. I thought that was really cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought that was a really good story tonight on the Hood Smokers. Oh shit, we got to tie it up. So somebody's saying that it's Kendrick winning. Okay, lyrically I can go with that, but Drake did the last diss, so
it is kind of a 50-50. I agree with y'all. So 50-50 right now. So right now, what needs to happen is either Kendrick got to drop or Drake got to do another one and then stay on top. Because if he don't do another one, Kendrick will come back. But what can he say? I mean, he said everything. So I don't know. We gonna see. Definitely interesting though. Hip hop is definitely staying interesting right now. I want to see the numbers. Like they were saying a couple months ago, hip hop is down 40%. Well, what's going on with all these beefs? Everybody checking Kendrick's page, Drake's page. The way that shit's been going down, you got to admit, hip hop's up right now. Hip hop's up for everybody. I don't think there's any losers right now. I think we all winning. And you were absolutely right. That Chris Brown, John, that was the hardest verse out of all of them. I give it to you. Oh shit, we got somebody else voted for Kendrick. So it's saying Kendrick winning right now. This is crazy. Kendrick taking the lead. That's crazy, y'all. So yeah, Kendrick taking the lead in my poll, man. So everybody to each is their own. So that's really cool. I think Kendrick lyrically on "Not Like Us" was good, but if the information was false, you know what I mean? If he's rapping about something that's not true and accusing Drake allegedly of being a chomo, allegedly. If he's a chomo allegedly, then I don't know. If Millie Bobby Brown came out and said some ish about Drake, I think that's the only way that Kendrick could prove his claims. Because otherwise, I don't know how you gonna prove that. How you gonna prove that he did that? If you just, I mean, there's this one video with Drake on stage. I don't know if y'all seen this. There's a video with Drake on stage. It was me. That's funny. Chris Brown. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the video with Drake on stage, man. Drake like Talib. Ah, that's funny. Yeah. They was like reporting each other. They said that they say that Kendrick went to the Tupac estate and said that he didn't want, what should we call it, Drake doing the fake Kendrick thing. Or, I mean, Drake doing the fake Tupac song with the AI. So they had it taken down. Snoop Dogg was asked about it live on air because they did a fake Snoop Dogg in the song too, and he's like acting like he was cool, but I heard he was part of getting that ceased and desist. You know what I mean? He didn't want nothing to do with it. I think he has artists or somebody still working with Drake, or he has ties with Drake, so he didn't really want to get involved. So he didn't say anything on air, but I heard off air he was fucking irate. He was really mad about shit, and he wasn't cool with it. And the whole Tupac estate had to get involved, but then they got that song removed. So I don't know. He said he wasn't making any money on it. So if you ain't making money on it, I don't see what the problem is. If you're doing an AI song and no money's being made, then yeah. But if you're making money on Tupac's name and you're acting like you Tupac, that's a little messed up. But yeah, I don't know. I heard that Drake song. It reminded me of a Kendrick song, like the Heart series, the way it was going. So, and they were talking about the Heart earlier. So I'm telling you, this shit is set up. I think they friends for real, for real. They just trying to get money, and it's working. That dude Drake is a hip hop, not hip hop. Oh yeah, that's funny, y'all. That's funny. That's hilarious, Christopher Jordan. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. He was a pop artist. I didn't like Drake at all, but being from Philly, when I seen him go at Meek Mills, you know what I mean, and he destroyed Meek Mills. It made me look less at Meek. The only reason why Philly got behind Meek is because when they went to the Super Bowl, they had him like rapping for them when they come out. So Philly got behind him, which kind of got him back out on the scene. And then Drake did a song with him, and he was doing good. That's why he's not commenting on none of this Drake shit, because I think if Drake went back at him, it wouldn't be good for him. You know what I mean? That's crazy, though. But yeah, y'all, this is crazy. Y'all got Kendrick winning right now, and from the lyrical perspective on the song, I gotta give it to Kendrick. But I gotta say Drake did pretty good on that Family Matters song and the last song. He had some pretty good lyrics. I think he's just trying to go on vacation and just end this whole thing and put it behind him. So I don't know. I'm paying attention. Everyone's like, "Yo," everybody's talking about the war. And I was like, what war? What war? Palestine? Like, nah, the rap war. What's going on with Kendrick and Drake, yo? And I think that's cool that people are more interested in that than other shit, you know, because we need to worry about what's going on here, and we need to try to focus on hip hop to get this shit going because it was down 40%, and to come back like that, you know, yeah, he hit Kendrick with two ghostwriters and not himself. Oh, yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I don't know if he gets discovered for having the ghostwriter though, it's over. You know what I mean? You can't say that he's even in the conversation. You got to just disqualify him. He's done. So it's got to be proven. I've heard people say that they've seen him in the studio writing songs, and then I've heard other people say that he has a collaborative effort helping him write these songs. And then I've heard other people say that he'll write a song and then he'll pass it around a room of writers. This is what I heard. Allegedly, he'll pass it around a room of writers, not lighters. I'm using my lighter, but I'm talking about a writer. You pass it around the room of writers, and they'll fix everything and make it come out great. I mean, that could be true if he wrote something and then they fix it. So I don't know. That's still ghost writing to me, you know. But I don't know. I think so far uh, everybody has spoken. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Hood Smokers podcast. Shout out to Blantonio Todd. Shout out to Brother King X. Shout out to Gutter. And shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Southwest. We next to Southwest Philly. You in Southwest and they in Southwest Detroit. So we got the Southwest connection going on right now. Hell yeah. But yeah, it was a great episode tonight. I just wanted to come on and talk about this latest track. I got to get back. I'm not going to be surprised if I hear another song gets dropped tonight. So I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen. I'm probably going to end this live because I got to go back in the crib. But I just want to give a shout out to a shout out to Christopher Jordan. Most importantly, he's in the conversation. He's in the comments. He's here. He's doing a lot. I've been doing a lot with him lately. He's been doing a lot of interviews with me. So shout out to Christopher Jordan. Real shit, man. I appreciate you. I want you to know that. And I definitely want to get on the track with you soon. You know what I mean? Because I got to get in the studio again. I got to start recording something. We got some momentum. We got to use this momentum while we got it. You know what I mean? I think Drake needs to have a that's funny. Yeah. I mean, you got to stick with America over Canada. You know what I mean? I, like we got D from D Cochran, who's always in the comment. Oh shit, we got somebody else that hit up the Kendrick vote. That's crazy. So we got 4 votes and 3 for Kendrick, 1 for Drake. That's crazy. So this is a runaway train right now. Looking like Kendrick just running away with it. That's no problem, man. I'll just be real. I keep shooting up here, yo. This is crazy. We might have to keep this up for a minute, you know. I'm gonna go in the crib real quick. I was just gonna end this joint. Went all the way up to 10. That's crazy. Let's get some more votes in here. We gotta get the thing ready. I gotta get the thing ready. The thing and the thing. I'm trying to do what the hood smokers do. Yeah. And be smoking. Uh no. I'm probably gonna end this though. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's been watching the live. It's about a half hour. I'm about to go smoke. Yeah, share the poll on the feed. Yeah, on Facebook. Hell yeah, I'll share this. Usually I got to start editing these videos more and breaking them down. That thing, yeah. No, I definitely will. I know. I could do polls on Facebook too, but I was just curious to see what people had to say. You know what I mean? And people definitely running with Kendrick right now, even though Drake just dropped. So That's crazy. So yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen tomorrow. I don't know when I go to sleep tonight. Hopefully I don't wake up and there's like 6 more songs that I missed. You know what I mean? Because that's what's gonna happen most likely. I gotta turn this light on. I can't see in this house. I need some brightness. Let me see if I put this on the thing. There we go. Yeah, I'm about to end this John in a minute. I just want to use it as a prop right now. Shout out to the Hood Smokers podcast. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Arizona. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, yo, because right now you running away with this, man. You killing it. Yeah, have a great night. Go on, you and your family. Hell yeah. All right, yeah. All right, Christopher Jordan, I'm about to be out. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for the vote. I guess Kendrick winning. All right. Peace, y'all. Good night.